On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Ideology.
A set of beliefs or philosophies that an economic or political system is based on.
Examples:
The ideology of the left. Political ideology. Racial equality is an integral part of democratic ideology.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
The Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Security.
The state of being free from danger, risk, or harm, measures taken to protect against threats or attacks, a financial asset, such as a stock or bond that derives value exclusively from the ownership interest or claim to a particular underlying asset or obligation.
Examples:
National security. Security analyst. The building's security system includes cameras, alarms, and security guards.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Deregulation.
The process of reducing or removing government regulations and restrictions in a particular industry or sector, often to promote competition and reduce costs.
Examples:
Deregulation of the economy. Aviation deregulation. The government's deregulation of the telecommunications industry led to increased competition.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Crisis:
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis, crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Intervene:
To intentionally get involved in a situation to improve it or prevent it from getting worse.
Examples:
Intervene in a dispute. Intervene between quarreling parties. Following international law, our country does not intervene in the internal affairs of our neighbors.
Statistics:
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Progression:
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Implement:
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Argue:
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Ideological:
Relating to or concerned with ideas and theories rather than practical matters.
Examples:
Ideological divide. Ideological differences. The book presents an ideological perspective on the role of government in society.
Anticipate:
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Develop:
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
develop a strategy, develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
responsible action, responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Notion.
A general idea or understanding of something, particularly an abstract or complex concept, a belief or opinion, often one that is not based on solid evidence or facts.
Examples:
notion of success, vague notion. The notion of time travel has long fascinated scientists and fiction writers alike.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
carry a burden, burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Liability.
A legal or financial responsibility or obligation.
Examples:
liability insurance, liability for military service. The company is facing a potential liability of millions of dollars due to the lawsuit.
Asset.
Something or someone that is useful or valuable quality, skill, etc., valuable property.
Examples:
frozen assets, liquid assets of the company. A sense of humor is an invaluable asset in this job.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education, fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Demographic.
A statistic characterizing that describes people or groups of people based on their age, sex, income, etc.
Examples:
demographic analyses, demographic policy. Several demographic indicators correlate with care admission.
Dividend.
A sum of money paid regularly, typically quarterly, by a company to its shareholders out of its profits or reserves.
Examples:
dividend on equity ratio, receive a dividend. The company announced a quarterly dividend of 50 cents per share.
Healthcare.
The organized activity or business of preserving mental and physical health by preventing or treating illness through services offered by the health profession.
Examples:
Healthcare agency. Rising healthcare cost. In an aging population, citizens must pay more to maintain quality healthcare.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Infant.
A baby or very young child.
Examples:
Infant daughter. Infant food. Mozart was an infant prodigy.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Fertility.
The state or quality of being able to produce babies, young animals, fruit, or new plants.
Examples:
Soil fertility. Fertility above replacement. The sperm count is used as an indicator of male fertility.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Peel.
To remove the skin of fruit and vegetables.
Examples:
Peel a fruit. Peel off easily. The storm had peeled all paint off the siding.
Curve.
A bend or angle in a line or surface that deviates from a straight or flat path, a gradual or smooth change in direction or shape.
Examples:
Learning curve. Yield curve. The curve in the road was so sharp that I had to slow down to navigate it safely.
Expense.
The money, time, or effort incurred or required for something.
Examples:
Enormous expenses. Expense account. For this project to be successful, we must control expenses strictly.
Bulk.
The quantity or size of something that is very large, the main part of something.
Examples:
Buy in bulk. Bulk data transfer. I received a parcel of great bulk.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Lever.
A handle used to operate a vehicle or a machine, a rigid bar resting on a pivot so that one end of it can be pushed or pulled easily.
Examples:
A gear change lever. Lever for reform. This initiative will be a lever for increasing company sales.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Exploit.
To make full use of and gain an advantage from resources, opportunities, etc.
Examples:
Exploit a security hole. Exploit a valuable opportunity. We exploit our mining resources to strengthen our national power.
Entrepreneurship.
The process or skill of starting and running a business, particularly a new and innovative one.
Examples:
Entrepreneurship culture. Embody entrepreneurship. The government is investing in programs to support entrepreneurship and small business development.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Vitality.
The state of being strong and active, energy.
Examples:
Vitality of youth. The vitality of the company. The new gym membership has improved his vitality and overall health.
Attitude.
The way you think and feel about someone or something.
Examples.
Attitude toward mistakes. Attitude control. She had the attitude that work was fun.
Imp.
A mischievous or misbehaving child, a small and mischievous demon or sprite in folklore.
Examples.
A little imp. Behave like an imp. The mischievous imp caused trouble wherever it went.
Globalization.
The process by which economies, societies, and cultures around the world become increasingly integrated and interconnected through the rapid exchange of goods, services, ideas, and people across international borders.
Examples.
The rapid pace of globalization. Globalization trend. The spread of popular culture worldwide is an example of cultural globalization.
Outsource.
To contract out or transfer a job, task, or service to an external organization or party, often as a cost-saving measure.
Examples.
Outsource a non-core function. Outsource to India. The company decided to outsource its IT services to a third-party provider.
Aspiration.
A strong desire to achieve something, the action or process of drawing breath.
Examples.
No aspiration for fame. Aspiration into the lungs. He has an aspiration to become a doctor.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples.
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Forbidding.
Giving the impression that something is difficult or unpleasant, intimidating or uninviting.
Examples.
Forbidding atmosphere. Forbidding mountain. The teacher's stern expression and strict rules made her classroom feel forbidding to the students.
Intimidate.
To make someone fearful or uneasy so that they will do something that you want them to do.
Examples.
Intimidate an opponent. Effectively intimidate a thief. The boss tried to intimidate his subordinate with threats.
Prepaid.
Referring to something that has already been paid for in advance, paid for before it is used or received.
Examples.
Prepaid card. Prepaid plan. I bought a prepaid cell phone because I didn't want to be tied to a contract.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples.
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Recharge.
To restore the energy or power of something by supplying it with more energy or power. To refresh or renew oneself by rest or sleep.
Examples.
Recharge brain and body. Recharge energy. He needed to recharge his phone before the meeting.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples.
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Accessible.
Capable of being reached, easily got, or seen.
Examples.
A town accessible by rail. Accessible to pity. He is an accessible and genial man.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples.
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Ledger.
A book or computer program used to keep track of financial transactions. A collection of records or accounts kept in such a book or program.
Examples.
Financial ledger. Personal ledger. The auditor checked every entry in the ledger for accuracy.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples.
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples.
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Instrument.
An object used to make musical sounds, such as a piano, guitar, or drum, a tool or device used for a specific activity, particularly in specialist or scientific work.
Examples.
Musical instruments. Surgical instruments. This electronic instrument is required to undergo periodic inspections to ensure precision.
Imperial.
Relating to or associated with an empire or the person or country that rules it.
Examples.
Imperial rule. Imperial palace. The Imperial Palace is now undergoing repairs.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Confidence.
The feeling or attitude that one can trust or rely on the abilities or good qualities of someone or something.
Examples:
Confidence as a teacher. Boost my confidence. Skill and confidence are an unconquered army.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Elite.
Belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
Earn elite status. Elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Parliament.
A legislative body, especially the one that represents the people of a country or state.
Examples:
Disband parliament. Event of a hung parliament. He was a member of parliament.
Constitution.
The set of fundamental principles or established precedents that a state, a country, or an organization is governed by, the act of forming or establishing something.
Examples:
The national constitution. The national constitution. When the Constitution is amended, it often creates a great deal of controversy throughout the country.
Forth.
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
Bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Process:
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Embedded:
Fixed firmly into the surface of something.
Examples:
Embedded systems. LED embedded glass. The embedded chip in my credit card allows me to make contactless payments.
Population:
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Argument:
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Priority:
Something that is more important than other things and should be dealt with first.
Examples:
Priority call. Priority seating for elderly. Her priority is to be a mother.
Religion:
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Primary:
First or highest in rank, order, or importance, most fundamental or essential, pertaining to the initial or introductory stage of something, such as a school year or election cycle.
Examples:
Primary school. Primary education. The primary cause of the accident was due to the icy road conditions.
Unfortunately:
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Government:
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Function:
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
function properly, immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Slum.
A heavily populated urban area characterized by poor, rundown housing and infrastructure, often associated with poverty and social neglect.
Examples:
slum area, slum dwellers. The government needs to invest more in affordable housing options to reduce the number of people living in slums.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
urban planning, urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
enormous amount, enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
unsatisfied desire, fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Educate.
To provide or receive instruction or training over a period of time at a school, university, etc.
Examples:
educate student, educate public. The school's mission is to educate young children and prepare them for the future.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
similarly situated, have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Slogan.
A short, catchy phrase or motto that is used by a person, organization, or company to promote a particular product, cause, or idea.
Examples:
catchy slogan, advertising slogan. The company spent months researching and testing different brand slogans before finally settling on "Just Do It" as their new tagline.
Shelter.
A structure built to protect from poor weather, danger, or attack. Verb, to protect or shield from harm or adversity, particularly relating to environmental conditions or danger.
Examples:
rainproof shelter, anti-air raid shelter. They need food and shelter.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Neglect.
To not give enough care or attention to something, to leave something undone.
Examples:
Neglect to call. Neglect ethical issues. He neglected his health to make the project a success.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation. In situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Reform.
The act of improving or correcting something wrong or bad. Verb, to make a change in something to correct a flaw or improve it.
Examples:
Economic reform. Reform movement. The government is proposing a reform to the healthcare system to make it more accessible and affordable for all citizens.
Engine.
A machine that converts thermal energy to mechanical work, something that has an important role used to achieve a purpose.
Examples:
A steam engine. An air-cooled engine. The policies he announces can be the engine of economic growth in the country.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
Innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Bother.
To disturb, annoy, or cause inconvenience or worry to someone, to take the trouble or effort to do something.
Examples:
Bother the neighbors. Bother with details. Please don't bother me while I'm trying to concentrate.
Province.
The territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation.
Examples:
Bengal Province. Home province. A network of railways has developed over the province.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
Organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples.
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Taxation.
The system or process of imposing a charge or levy by a government or other authority on individuals or organizations, usually based on their income or property, to fund public expenses and services.
Examples.
Income taxation. Corporate taxation. The government implemented a new taxation policy to generate more revenue.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples.
Moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples.
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
External.
Belonging to or situated outside of someone or something.
Examples.
External factors. External commerce. When a company discloses information to the market, an external auditor verifies them.
Urbanization.
The process of population growth and physical expansion of cities, often involving increased migration from rural areas and the development of urban infrastructure and culture.
Examples.
Urbanization process. Non-urbanization area. Rapid urbanization has led to many environmental and social issues in cities.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples.
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Gridlock.
A situation in which traffic or progress is obstructed due to congestion, blockage, or a lack of movement, a deadlock or impasse in negotiations or decision-making.
Examples.
Gridlock situation. Political gridlock. The rush hour traffic in the city often leads to gridlock on the highways.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples.
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
a background color, a criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Caste.
A social class or group, typically determined by birth or occupation, that has a particular status in a society.
Examples:
military caste, caste-based discrimination. He was born into a lower caste and faced discrimination throughout his life.
Reserve.
To keep something for future use or contingency, to obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
reserve the right, reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
a technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things, to narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship, to empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
relate a story, relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Subsidize.
To pay part of the cost of something to support an organization, activity, etc. financially.
Examples:
subsidize the project, subsidize the cost. Governments subsidize renewable energy generation in various ways.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
resolve a dispute, resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
seasonal labor, manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Standardize.
To make uniform or consistent in form, quality, or performance, to establish or implement a standard or standardization process.
Examples:
standardize a language, standardize administrative practices. The company standardized its procedures to improve efficiency and quality control.
Sector.
A distinct part or division of something often used to refer to a segment of an economy or industry, an area or field of work or activity.
Examples:
industrial sector, private sector. The technology sector is constantly evolving and innovating.
Pension.
A regular payment to a person made by the government or a private company that is intended to allow them to subsist without working.
Examples:
a disability pension, public pension funds. Because of the country's poor economic prospects, the number of pension defaulters has been increasing.
Formal.
Following established, public or official forms and conventions, often in a serious or somber manner.
Examples:
a formal festival, formal request. The event required formal attire, so he wore a suit and tie.
Workforce.
All the people who work in a company, industry, country, etc.
Examples:
skilled workforce. The workforce is on strike. Many companies outsource and hire consultants to keep their workforce flexible.
Disenfranchise.
To prevent someone from having the right to vote or from having an equal opportunity to vote.
Examples:
disenfranchise voters, disenfranchise citizens. The new citizenship laws will disenfranchise many immigrants.
Onerous.
Involving a great amount of effort, difficulty, or responsibility, burdensome or oppressive.
Examples:
onerous requirement, onerous task. The complex tax code can be an onerous burden for small business owners.
Regulate.
To control something, especially by means of rules or laws.
Examples:
regulate blood sugar levels, regulate our conduct. We must manage to regulate our expenditure.
Pace.
The speed at which someone or something moves, or the rate at which something happens or changes.
Examples:
at your own pace, the runner's pace. The economy is growing at a supercharged pace.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
fortunate situation, less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Governance.
The act or process of governing or managing a political, social, or economic entity, the systems or principles that guide such processes.
Examples:
good governance, corporate governance. The United Nations assists countries in building strong governance frameworks and institutions.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples:
lack of transparency, transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Cardiac.
Of or relating to the heart or heart disease.
Examples:
Cardiac arrest. Cardiac disease. The cardiac output of a resting adult is around 3 quarts per minute.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Obesity.
The condition of being significantly overweight, typically defined as having a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or greater.
Examples:
Obesity-related diseases. Suffer from obesity. The prevalence of obesity has increased significantly in recent years.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Rethink.
To consider again a plan, idea, etc., especially to change it.
Examples:
Rethink a marketing plan. Rethink the role of the manager. We have to rethink our company's product lineup for further growth.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something. To give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Luxury.
A state of great comfort or sophistication, mainly provided by expensive and beautiful things.
Examples:
Get into the luxury car market. Luxury hotel. His anti-luxury practices were quite strict.
Environment:
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Stabilize:
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Gigaton:
A unit of explosive energy equal to 1 billion tons of TNT equals a powerful, yellow explosive substance, 1 billion tons.
Examples:
Gigaton-class bomb. Half a gigaton of CO2. The earthquake that hit the Pacific Ocean last night is said to have released about 30 gigatons of energy.
Carbon:
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Emission:
The act of production or sending out gas, heat, light, etc.
Examples:
Global emissions of greenhouse gases. The emission of light. There are 5 distinct emissions at 5 unique wavelengths.
Paradigm:
A standard or typical example of something, a pattern or model.
Examples:
Major paradigm shift. Cultural paradigm. He postulated a completely different paradigm to explain all these phenomena.
Represent:
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Incompatible:
So different as to not be able to exist or work with another thing or person.
Examples:
Incompatible personalities. Incompatible colors. It is a religion incompatible with the Western country.
Poverty:
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Capita:
A Latin word meaning head, used to express the amount for each person, Any head or head-like expansion on a structure, as on a bone.
Examples:
Per capita sales. The agricultural yield per capita. GDP per capita shrunk by almost 10% for the third consecutive year.
Fast forward.
To advance or move forward in time or progress, particularly in a rapid or accelerated manner, to increase the playback speed of a recording.
Examples:
Fast forward 10 seconds. Fast forward to the good part. I like to fast forward through commercials when watching TV shows.
Prosperity.
The state of being successful and having the good fortune.
Examples:
Economic prosperity. Prosperity of humankind. This war shattered dreams of peace and prosperity.
Concerned.
Feeling worry or interest about something, showing interest or attention.
Examples:
Persons concerned. Concerned citizen. I am concerned about the safety of the children playing in the park.